In his basement workshop, Jim Cottle sits down to the ritual he's practiced since he was a boy on the Upper Peninsula in Michigan, carving a sugar pine woodblock into a rather believable fish.
I just have a pattern of a fish that I've drawn, and I put it on a piece of wood of the thickness that I want to work with, and basically that I want the decoy to be. And then I use a draw knife to rough shape it. In 2 or 3 minutes, I can rough out the blank, and then I use carving knives to bring it down to a more exact shape, and then I draw the detail on.
The fish are used as decoys on frozen lakes in states where the ice grows thick enough to drive a car over it.
They're used to attract a pike, and when they come in, you're sitting in a shanty on the ice, and when the pike come in to investigate the fish, you spear them.
Fish decoys are somewhat useless here on the East Coast. That's because ice fishing is pretty hard to come by, and spear fishing is illegal in most states. Still, Cottle carries on with what he calls his mystic passion.
You're just looking into a world that's kind of a private world down below you, and you can't see it any other way, except through that hole, and you only have this certain window to look at.
Cottle doesn't let his geographical handicap impair his passion. He's even written a book about his craft, and he makes it up north once every 2 years for a week on the ice. In between, he carves decoys to sell.
Suckers and small bass and smelt and herring and whitefish.
At about $100 a piece, many of these fish are used for their intended purpose. Many are bought for display. An ancient craft's legacy continues in the most unlikely of places. In Silver Spring, I'm Matt Brock with this week's Maryland Profile.